Today's truth. Let me just go ahead and preface this with y'all gonna catch this word today. Today's truth is it is very difficult and hard to stay in a relationship of any kind while living with, suffering from, however you want to put it, depression, anxiety, and or panic. And I'm also going to preface this. I don't know when this, because I need to do a huge clean out of my phone. So the video may cut off in the middle of a thought. I'll just go ahead and preface that too. And I won't be re-recording it either. So the reason why it is difficult, one, even difficult to come on here and say something to y'all is because my anxiety kicks in, and even though I want to be consistent in posting and gaining followers and showing awareness, it is difficult to do those things when I'm in the middle of an episode. And so it comes off to people who are not aware or who are ignorant, that I'm not faking it, that I'm not crying and ain't nothing wrong with me and I'm just using this to get attention. That's not the case, because I could do that. I could share with you all the whole depressive episode, because the funny thing enough, I record something every fucking day. I take a picture of my whatever it is every fucking day. I just don't share it every time because my anxiety kicks in and I am now overthinking the sharing that is supposed to be helpful. It hurts me. And I say that to say this. In relationships now, some of you who have been following me, some of you that know me personally, my depression, anxiety, and panic went into overdrive because of a job I used to have. It got so bad that on my way to work, I almost crashed my car because I was having a panic and anxiety attack. And I chose my mental health and the betterment of my children to quietly leave that fucking job. Was it, in hindsight, I probably could have just, popped a couple of, first of all, got diagnosed properly to get pills to pop to deal with the bullshit that I was dealing with at the job I was at. My good government job that I had had for 10 years. So let's dispel that. So there's that. The relationships that I have now no longer in or with is mainly, in my opinion, because of my mental illness, because no one wants to take the time to actually listen to what the fuck I am saying. I am now coming out of my fog from the last depressive episode that had lasted for as long as it did. And I can count on one hand how many people checked on me. I have a total of, not including my children, a good 10 people in my circle, box, octagon, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. And three have used any means necessary to talk me off a fucking ledge. The other 7 are in their feelings because they feel I cut them off. Therein lies the problem with communication and the lack of respect for people with mental illness. Because just because you can't physically see my illness does not mean that I don't have one. Just because you don't understand my illness Again, doesn't mean I don't have one. I don't know how else to articulate. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with certain shit when I'm going through an episode. It is not, and I do mean this from the bottom of my bleeding heart. It does not in no way diminish my respect, my love, my admiration that I have for the relationship I have somehow cultivated while I wasn't having a depressive episode. I need people to understand that. I also need a lot of motherfuckers to say that for you to come out your mouth and say that I don't care about my health because of what other, and we're going to talk about, now I'm switching subjects, but it still ties into the mental illness. I don't have control over other people, right? Right. And so because I don't have any control over other people, I do have control over me. I can say, if you touch that stove, you're going to get burned. That does not stop you from trying to go touch the stove to see if I'm right. I don't have no, I've warned you, right? Right. COVID is going on, right? Right. People have been warned to do X, Y, and Z, and they still choose to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. I don't have no control of that. I've been said stay your black ass in the house, but every now and again, you know, especially during the summertime, I was even victim to it. I went to some places, but I went to some places with the same 10 people that I'm referring to. I did some things, but I went to those things in the comfort of one of those 10 people's houses. I did not expose myself further. I don't have no control about the 10 people that I was around, but I had control over me. But somehow, some way, I get blamed for other people's actions. That's not how life works. It never has, and it never will. And so the same goes with mental illness. Stop taking people's mental illness as a personal attack on you. You're feeling guilty because you know that person with the mental illness has now called you out on your bullshit, and you don't know how to deal with your fragile feelings. I don't have to deal with your fragility. I'm dealing with my own fucking fragility. When I have the mental capacity to deal with your fragility, I choose to either address you or not. And that is for my mental health. It has nothing to do with you, because there's no love lost on my part. I just know how to move from now on. I know not to be I have to always be mentally stable in order to keep you into my life. I recognize that. And so because of that, I might keep you at arm's length. I might, I'll be the check-in when I need to check in, because that's how you do me, right? Right. 2021, I made a post, and I was I'm not going back and forth with nobody no more, because I've been doing that for a long time. I've been over explaining, because what I think in my head, what comes out of my mouth, and how you interpret it are three different things. I am coming to find. And so I have to learn non-attachment. I can't be so attached to your fragility and my anxiety going to the highest of levels, because I'm trying to explain to you that I'm not mad at you, or I'm not because I'm dealing with my own. I'm tired of repeating my fucking self. Y'all are not my children. I can say to my children when I'm going through a depressive episode, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with this, but give me a moment and let me check myself, and I'll call you back, or I'll meet up with you, or whatever the case may be. And they understand. How is it motherfucking youngins who ain't even 21 yet, moms ain't fully developed, can understand that concept, but adults who are in their 30s, 40s, and some 50s don't get it? Fuck you and your feelings. Because that's how you treated me. Fuck me and my feelings. So yeah, that's how it is. That's how it's always going to be. As fucked up as it sounds. I don't have room for explaining anymore because I have done it since I have been documenting my journey. I have tried. I used to just disappear off the face of the earth and not tell nobody shit, and motherfuckers will wonder. I now make a conscious effort to say, I don't feel good. I now make a conscious effort to let you know I'm not coming around because I don't got no money in my pocket and I don't want you to feel pity for me and then you bring it up, throw it up in my face later. No. I'm a fucking Capricorn. We don't like asking for help. Let's just put that out there. I will, but when I feel like I keep asking and I keep asking and I keep asking, it's not till I say I'm about to kill myself, then y'all motherfuckers want to come to the rescue. Fuck you. Because had you had helped me before I had gotten to the point where I said I wanted to jump in front of fucking traffic or jump off of a bridge, I wouldn't have gotten there. Where was your care then? Don't be caring now because, oh, we would miss you and fuck all of that shit. You don't miss me when I'm going through the depressive episode. You only want the shits and giggles. You only want the person that's going to show up for you. You only want the person that's always checking on you and making sure that you're good. When the fuck do you check on the person that's always doing that for you? That was the initial reason why I started this bullshit in the first place. Because a college friend of mine had a backbone friend that was always there for them. And that friend committed suicide. And she felt fucking bad because she did not know that he was that deep into his depression because she was too busy worried about her own shit. I am not that friend. Even during my manic depressive, if any one of my peoples call me and say, I need help, I remove myself and check in. But niggas don't get, not nobody. I can name 3 solid people that actually check in on me out of the 10 that I am associated with. My friend circle is small, and I don't even know if I can call them friends at this point because I am their friend. I don't know if they're mine. And I don't know who feelings is going to get hurt over that. I really don't give a fuck anymore because clearly nobody gives a fuck about mine. It is hard to cultivate or to keep relationships as a person living with their depression and anxiety. It is hard. It's very hard. I'm not saying that I don't make conscious efforts. I'm not saying that I don't fight for my relationships, but at what point do I continue to bleed and nobody is covering up with a bandage, much less asking for medical attention for me? When exactly? If I say, you call me and I'm in bed. 2 hours later, you call me again and I'm still in bed. 4 hours later go by and I'm still in bed. And all you can muster up to say, get your fucking ass up? What the fuck do you think I be trying to do? Exactly. Do you think I like sitting in bed all day, every day? No, I don't. Do you think I like having the wheels turn in my head over shit that I can't control? No, I don't. You think I like not eating? No, I don't. I love food. I am a foodie at heart. Like, I love food. But when I'm having a manic depressive episode, somebody has to call me and say, did you eat today? Because I would literally go all day and have a cup of coffee and that's it. Stop taking other... I'm over it. I'm legit over people and their bullshit. Legit. I am legit over people and their bullshit. You haven't, if you don't express to me that you're having an episode yourself, I won't know. Same way that you won't know if I'm having an episode if I don't tell you. But over the course of the last 3 years, I have been very, very cognizant and very determined in people understanding why I do the things that I do, so they don't turn their nose up at me, so they don't look at me sideways, so they don't feel like what I was told is, oh, I only come around when I'm bored. Bitch, no. No, I don't. That's a whole fucking lie. I don't come around when I'm bored. I come around when I'm wanted. There's the difference. If you don't ask me to go nowhere, I ain't going no fucking where. That's just it. And I'm not volunteering my presence when I don't feel that it's needed. You don't want me around. So why the fuck am I going to keep calling and checking in and what y'all doing? And you going to come hang with me? I look like a pick me. I look like an it girl. Like I need, no baby. Not today, not tomorrow, not again. The way my mother set me up, I go where I am appreciated. I go where I am wanted. I know that I'm the girl